Of the 6 state amendments on this year's ballot in Florida, only 2 made it out. Amendments 2 and 5 crossed the required 60% threshold.
Amendment 2 focused on fishing and hunting rights. Amendment 5 involves the homestead tax exemption, 2 wildly different topics at the same time here. Wake News reporter Olivia Jean joins us in the studio now on this. Olivia, they have one thing in common. They both impact our state. What could they look like?
Well, everyone I've spoken to says there will likely be impacts, but it's too early to tell what concrete impacts we may see. We have to see both amendments in place and working in order to get a better idea of just how these amendments could impact our state. It's anyone's guess as to the impacts of Amendment 2 and 5 passing, but some have their opinions. For the hunting and fishing amendment,
I just think it's going to cause a lot of confusion and hinder management. And if this is put also in the Constitution, you have FWC has constitutional authority to manage fish and wildlife. And now you have hunters and fishers with constitutional authority to hunt and fish. And it says those are the preferred means. I just see a lot of confusion and obscurity ahead. And so that gives us concern.
homeowners are getting a tax break with Amendment 5, but there are concerns.
If the counties and cities feel like, well, we can't afford to lose several $1,000,000, they might increase the rates a little bit. So even if you get a slightly bigger homestead exemption, you still might end up paying the same amount of taxes because they raised the rates.
The Charlotte County property appraiser says it's too early to tell.
I think as long as the property values continue to increase like we've seen, maybe not at the rate we've seen over the past couple of years, I think it shouldn't be a huge impact to the taxing authorities in the county and the cities, but we'll see.
For both Amendment 2 and 5, many are taking a wait-and-see approach.
Like anything, there's pros and cons to anything.
Bottom line, impacts of Amendment 5 could be sales tax increases or the cutting of programs. Possible impacts of Amendment 2 is the regulation versus what is now a constitutional right. But again, I want to stress it is too early to tell the concrete impacts of both of these amendments, but we will make sure to keep an eye out. Back to you.